I'm Jane Tooher and I serve on the faculty of Moore Theological College in Sydney. I've been there since August 2009. I work there full-time and I lecture in ministry, church history, and I'm the director of the Priscilla and Aquila Centre, which is a centre that aims to encourage women in a variety of ministries in partnership with men. I started in vocational ministry in some ways quite slowly, but also in other ways quite quickly. I was teaching Sunday school at my church, and then the guy that was responsible for the youth group at church, he was an MTS trainer. He tapped me on the shoulder and he said, "Jane, do you want to teach youth group?" So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. I did it for a year, absolutely hated it. At the end of the year, he tapped me on the shoulder again and said, "Jane, you want to lead youth group again?" And I said, "No way, I was rubbish." And he said, "No, come on, trust me, do it for another year and your thinking may change. You just get more used to it. And I think you'll actually really enjoy it." So I did it for another year and I did absolutely love it. I did trust this guy, so that was good that I did. And it got to the point where I loved it so much, I grew frustrated that I couldn't spend more time with the young women in youth group. I wanted to teach scripture at their school and ICF. So I decided to work part-time. And I still remember all these years later, going up to the senior pastor at our church and saying to him that I decided to work part-time so I could spend more time with these women. I wasn't saying to him I wanted to join MTS, but he said to me, "I think you should join MTS for support, for training, and for accountability." That was at St. Matthias and also the University of New South Wales. So 1989 to 1991, I did it for 3 years part-time. There were so many things that MTS helped prepare me for a lifetime of vocational ministry, both in local church before I joined faculty, but also for these last 11 years while I've been teaching in a theological college. And I guess kind of the five key things, the importance of personal godliness, that priority. Also that all ministry is people, just so personal work. Also that you're a Bible teacher, just the priority of teaching people the Bible. Also that evangelism does work, so do it. And it's just a real privilege, a responsibility to evangelize, but a real privilege and joy as well. And also a really key thing that MTS helped me with was to think theologically. So that had already been happening to a certain extent before I joined MTS, but this was kind of like this intense opportunity that I had, in MTS staff meetings and things like that, meeting up with my trainer to think theologically, to think about issues that really mattered. So I was really pushed outside my comfort zone, but that really helped prepare me for serving as a senior staff member in a local church and also as a faculty member here at college. And I guess if you're thinking about serving on a faculty at a theological college, for us at Moore College, we really think of ourselves in 3 ways: as a pastor, as teachers, and scholars. And so pastors first and foremost in terms of loving and caring for the students. And so if you're wanting to serve in a theological college, having a heart for people, wanting to prepare and train them for ministry, being able to teach people and equip them, train them in ministry, and being a scholar. So you'll need to have some sort of postgraduate study to be able to teach people who at a degree level, and also just the continued writing and also marking and other things like that. So pastor, teacher, and scholar. Also, the number of years that I had in local church ministry really helped equip and train me for being on a faculty, just in terms of the conversations that I'm having with students day to day. So yeah, I really recommend you to do an MTS apprenticeship if you haven't already. And it can really help work out whether vocational ministry is a good fit for you or not. and also maybe what type of vocational ministry is a good fit for you or not. It may be that you end up finishing your MTS apprenticeship and you and your trainer realize that actually vocational ministry is not a good fit for you, and that's a really successful apprenticeship. And hopefully you'll be encouraged to keep on serving in your local church in a variety of ministries as well. So hopefully some of those answers were helpful for you as you keep on thinking about how you're going to serve the Lord and take the gospel to the ends of the earth, support gospel ministry to the ends of the earth. Thanks very much.